I appreciate God so much. I thank God for my salvation, how God rescued me. And the Lord know what I needed. He knew exactly what I needed and when I needed it. I was so caught up in sin to where I knew the right way was right, but somehow I wanted to prove that I could do it another way. But I just thank God that He just, He looked over my ignorance, and I didn't deserve it because I knew too much, I seen too much, but I did it anyway. I don't know what I was thinking what the end result was going to be, but I thank God for having mercy on me, and I want to thank God for my brother Lyle, because, I think he's the only sibling of mine that whatever he's going through, I feel it. When he was in prison, I was in prison. When he got whatever trouble he got in, it affected me. And I knew one time I was incarcerated and I was laying in my bunk, and I had a dream that he had died or something, and it shook me out my sleep, and it hurted me so deeply that I thought the only time I would feel that deeply about somebody dying was if my parents had died. But this was on that level, and I just thank God right now that He's saved. I appreciate that.
Amen.
His salvation. His salvation not proves how real God is, but it exemplifies how real God is more than my own salvation, if you can understand what I'm saying. Because I always knew in the back of my head, one day I'm going to get saved. But when I would look at him, I said, he ain't going to do it. That's how I thought. I said, he's not going to do it. And for him to truly be saved right now, more than me. I knew that one day, I said, one day I'm going to do it.
Right.
I thought New Year's. It was always New Year's. I'm going to do it, and another New Year's to come, and I didn't do it. But that guy said, I looked at him one day, right before he got saved. I said, he's not going to do it. He's never going to do it. And right after that, God saved him,
Amen.
And I thank God that salvation is so good that right now I have a granddaughter that started having these seizures recently. And she had 2 today. Daughter called me. The Lord would not allow me right now to pray for her healing. Only thing I could pray, Lord, let your will be done.
Right.
I know without a doubt my daughter's coming. I sense it within me. That's why the Lord's not releasing me. I remember when I was in trouble and I was facing 35 years in prison, and I had a pastoral visit. That means just me and him. And I was waiting for the end of the visit because he always prayed at the end of the visit. I'm waiting. I'm saying he's going to pray, and whatever he prayed, that's how it's going to go. And he prayed, and he didn't ask the Lord to send me home. He said, Lord, give him favor with the officers. I'm like, what? I said, I'm going to be here for a minute. You know what I mean? I ain't going home. But one day the Lord released the saints to pray.
Amen.
And I came on home, So right now the Lord has not released me to pray for her healing. I'm not released.
Right.
Lord, let your will be done.
Amen.
That's the best thing that can happen. God will be done. Amen.